We're learning new information about a man arrested for bringing Molotov cocktails to the D.C. Capitol building yesterday. Authorities say the man was from Fall River. Police say Ryan English turned himself into Capitol Police, admitting he was carrying knives and 2 Molotov cocktails fashioned from vodka bottles. He allegedly confessed that he intended to kill Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, House Speaker Mike Johnson, and Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. English now faces charges for unlawful transportation of a firearm and bringing an incendiary device into the Capitol.
You know, mainstream media keeps talking about how the right is supposedly so violent, and they keep pointing towards January 6th, even though, they literally are calling somebody who stepped inside the Capitol for about 5 seconds, all on camera, as violent. Even though he looked around after watching the crowd go in there and he's like, yep, nope, not going to do it. Another guy, all on camera and everything, got told, hey, guys, can you leave? And he's like, okay. Turns around and leaves. That's violence for you, according to the liberals. But now you've got this feller who went to D.C. specifically, originally he was going up there to kill Pete Hegseth, the new Secretary of Defense. And when he got there, he found out that Scott Bessent, who's now Secretary of Treasury, was in there. And so he was like, okay, I'm going to go after him. And I'm going to go after Mike Johnson. And I'm going to try to take out the Heritage Foundation. Seriously, dude was going to do all that with some Molotov cocktails and a knife. There comes a point where you need to realize that there is some insanity on the left side of the political spectrum, and this is a reason why so many Democrats are leaving and not voting for them. But I've got a Substack link down below so you can check it out. And also, folks, if you don't like me, we've got folks that complain, oh, I don't like hearing you talk all the time. You talk too much. Well, if you like the topic, and check to see if you can click on the video, look down and go, oh, there's a Substack link. Go subscribe to my Substack. And you get a chance to, read instead of dealing with this, because I'd usually cover topics that a lot of people aren't. So let's get into what happened. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself. So this is via roll call. Man arrested at the Capitol on Monday, armed with knives and Molotov cocktails, said he was targeting Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and other Republican officials, according to court filings. Ryan Michael English approached Capitol police officers inside the Capitol that afternoon and stated, I'd like to turn myself in, according to a police affidavit supporting the criminal complaint. English told officers he was in possession of multiple knives and 2 Molotov cocktails, according to the affidavit, and said he traveled to Washington with the intent to kill Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, referring to him as the political party of Germany in the 1930s to 40s. Or Speaker Mike Johnson. He also mentioned wanting to burn down the Heritage Foundation, the affidavit said. USCP K-9 swept and cleared the area while other USCP officers and agents tracked down English's car along the 900 block of Independence Avenue Southwest. A Capitol Police spokesperson said via email Tuesday. Investigators uncovered materials to make additional Molotov cocktails inside the vehicle. The arrest came hours before Bessent, a hedge fund manager appointed by President Donald Trump to lead Treasury, was confirmed 68-29 in the Senate. Hegseth was confirmed Friday night as Secretary of Defense thanks to a tie-breaking vote cast by Vice President J.D. Vance. Johnson, the Speaker, The House Speaker was in Doral, Florida this week, huddling with other Republicans and Trump at the House GOP's annual retreat. English, meanwhile, is facing charges of unlawful possession of a firearm and carrying a firearm, dangerous weapon, or explosive or incendiary device on Capitol grounds. The affidavit said he traveled to Washington from Massachusetts on Sunday without a cell phone, used an atlas purchased ahead of time to navigate. Wow. His target shifted from Hegseth and Johnson to Besant only after he stopped at a library in Chevy Chase, Maryland, and saw a Reddit post about the Treasury Secretary's confirmation, according to the affidavit. English said he planned to throw Molotov cocktails at Besant's feet and said that he would have stabbed Besant if he was able to get close enough, the document said. Jesus. So, folks, okay, this guy was a Reddit person. I keep hearing Reddit's become this liberal thing, and I've seen it. These folks seem to be under the impression that, hey, let's just turn it into it was blue sky before blue sky. So somebody's going to have to tell me about this. What in the world are we doing here? Seriously. Why do we have a country that this is going on? I mean, there ain't no common sense involved in any of this. Seriously, there is just so much bull going on when it comes to the left side of the political spectrum. Well, I keep saying that. I keep saying the left side of the political spectrum, and people, and you'll hear people go, "Oh, they're far left." No, they're not. They're mainstream. All these folks are becoming the main voice of the Democrat Party. So they're mainstream. Quit saying they're far left. But, if you like the content, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, or go to my Substack and like and subscribe, and subscribe there. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.